What's that smell, Harley? Why are you farting when I haven't told you to do so yet? You know the rules in this house. You know what page it rank. You have to fart when I tell you, where I tell you. I also want you to fart on a few things of my choosing. I have a very specific list that you know has to be absolutely exact, as I always want it. I want you to fart on a plate of my choosing. Don't ask questions. That's where I want you to do it. I will be watching from a very strategic hole that I have drilled into the wall, because I need to know that it is absolutely exact. At the end of this list, you have to do 10 jumping jack farts into my face. As you're doing that, I will fart on your face in between each one. It's gonna be magical.
Every day, we stray further from God. Oh man, that guy? He's probably having a field day today. Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Pumpkin Yoshi, or Alberto. Welcome back to the video. I already tried to film this video, but when I started editing it, I noticed that the audio was a little corrupted. So we're doing this again. Second time is a charm, right guys? I don't know why the common motif of this channel seems to be psychotic women, but if this is what this channel turns into, then I am willing to take that bullet for you guys. If that's what we're known for, then let it be. That's what we're known for, guys. Honestly, when I first read the article, I thought this was fake as fuck. What in the DeviantArt ass idea is this? How could a massively inclusive corporation that constantly pushes the boundaries on subjects relating to modern day oppression, societal norms, and individualization succumb to this? Do y'all remember when Harley was a complex character and an amazing representation of endless abuse cycles, obsession, and an LGBTQ icon? What happened to all that character development? All those years you guys spent pushing the agenda that Harley Quinn, specifically from runs like the animated TV show, Birds of Prey, and some modern day comic runs, as being more than just Joker's sexy girlfriend, since she started out as a clear male gaze representation in comic books and movies. For the longest time, y'all spent to create a character that was more than just that, and to tarnish that reputation now is an interesting move, guys. It was only a matter of time until Harley became the butt of the joke. Don't hate me guys, my name is Pun Cake. Pun has to stand for something. But actually though, oh no, what have they done to my poor girl? On the real side, it's not that deep. But at the same time it is. Is it transgressive? Let's talk about that. For those of you that don't know, DC recently revealed their solicitations for comics coming out in March. And a lot of them are what you would expect, except one very clear outlier. Harley Quinn Fortacular Silent But Deadly issue number 1. Crazy name, I know, but issue number 1? Guys, you understand this may lead to the possibility of more to come? Quite insane if you ask me. Honestly, I think it would have been better if this came out as an April Fool's joke, because it feels like a sick joke that one of the DC writers are pulling. But if that were the case, why did they announce it so early, with the March publications? It honestly doesn't make any sense to me. A lot of people are speculating on the internet, including myself, that they announced this so early in order to generate buzz and the publicity this comic needs to succeed. And I mean, it kind of worked, because it seems to be going semi-viral because of the outrageous premise of the comic book. It got people talking, and that's always a good thing. Although, is it going viral for the wrong reasons? A lot of people are anti this notion, which I can respect. But hey, any publicity is good publicity to a certain extent. Like I said, it got people talking, which is a good thing. Comic book sales as a whole are down 73% in 2023 from 2022, and more than half of all comic book stores nationwide have reported lower gross sales in 2023. With it about to be 2025, I'm sure the trend has been following since 2024. So drastic times do call for drastic measures. Harley, it's time to take your socks off and give the people what they want. You know damn well my fellow Rotmaxers, Gooners, and Doomscrollers are finna be first in line to get this comic, bright and early in the morning at their local comic book shop. I'm kidding. Okay, wait, hold up. This comic is a scratch and sniff comic. Nah, what were they thinking? They were definitely trolling. So you're actually going to be able to smell Harley's farts. Oh god, what has this world come to? In 2025, we'd have flying cars, they said. Instead, we have Harley Quinn Fart and Stinky Feet comics. At first, I thought this was going to be a book full of toilet humor and fart jokes, but this takes it to a whole different level. Do you guys remember that Captain Underpants book with a toilet? That's what I kind of expected from this. But I feel like this is a different level and caters more towards the weird fandom. So, Joanne Starrer, a writer of many DC comics, and presumably this one, had to say this about the comic. I've been holding in all my very worst bits of bubble guts for the last 32 years. And it's all been leading up to this epic expulsion. Your nose will never be the same. You'll gag, you'll cry, you'll feel things you ain't ever felt before. This fine publication is a celebration of all things past, present, and future. Sequential art's place in annals of history is about to change with the release of Harley Quinn, Fartacular, Silent but Deadly. A comic that promises to have the highest concentration of gas per page ever committed to print. Emphasis on committed, because everyone who worked on this comic is getting thrown into Dr. Fartley's home for no good gassy gals and guys. Read the comic that Abraham Lincoln called a joy from fart to finish, moments before he died. That's very tasteful, Joanne. And pretty wild. Okay, with all this, what is my personal opinion? I think it's fine, as long as it's not too fetishy, and it leans into Harley's personality. I'll explain myself further. Harley Quinn is obviously very different in different interpretations, but if they're going for more of a wacky, zany Harley, then lean into it and do it tastefully. Like, toilet jokes are inevitable, right? I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of misses and stinkers, but have a cohesive story that doesn't diminish the intelligence of the viewers. In other words, don't make it dumb. Beyond that, yeah, if this is treated poorly, it can be seen as very fetishy. And I can see the counter argument being, where the hell can this exist, where there is no non-fetish explanation for this comic to be made? Which I do understand. Obviously, they need a hook for their comic, like my hook at the start of this video. But now that they have our attention, I think it's important that they don't diminish their reputation as writers, as a brand, DC as a whole, and for the dozens of Harley Quinn fans who keep up with what she's doing day to day, because we like her as a character. Am I mad that they decided to make a gag comic out of her? No, not at all. In fact, I think the whole jarring aspect of it is intriguing to me, and I would be willing to review this on YouTube if I got the chance. The scratch and sniff gimmick is something that's new to DC Comics and Harley Quinn for sure as a whole. So I think it'd be fun if they treated it like some Bean Boozled challenge. Like, imagine it being something like Catwoman's perfume or Harley's stinky feet, Poison Ivy's roses or Poison Ivy's fertilizer. I think you can make some work here. You get the idea. Make it fun. Wow, we're really starting off 2025 strong, huh? If you're watching this on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome to 2025. Harley's stinky feet is going to be forefront of this year. This is the brain rot I've been looking for. If you guys want me to do a live read-through of this book on my YouTube channel, I'll do that for you guys. Just let me know. Gretchen Sniff reaction, I promise is for you guys. This comic line will be coming out in late March to early April, so you'd have to subscribe to see that content. Anyways, guys, with that, I am going to close out today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and comment what you guys thought about this quite insane announcement. At first, it was very jarring to me, but the more I read into it, I knew it was just the DC writers being trolls. Although I do wonder how this was able to get through so many DC executives. As always, guys, my name has been Punkyoshi or Alberto. Smell you later. Bye bye.